Now Elway on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Elway. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. To throw is Elway. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't.
And now the offense will look to convert on 3rd down. Now it's Elway. And this is caught off a deflection. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. On the ground, this is Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in the game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years.
queen.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me, you got this picture me. Pacific ice, I'm an ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian. Ladies should never the luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly, they call it for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on the, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the trolls, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark team, and who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too, dripping my swag, tag on, I got it in the bag, man, I'm getting all type of cash on my general crew. I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him to 100, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat, no pneumonia, the rats keep me up on the podium. I had a in my shoulder.
Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte, standing by our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, we've got two teams who know each other extremely well. These division games, they tend to be battles.
People scout like crazy in this league, but no one scouts more than within the division. Because if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. That puts extra emphasis on these games, and they can't wait to get at each other.
And on second down, the offense gets ready to rock. They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll try the air now with Newton. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Back to the ground, Anderson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And the Saints signal for another timeout, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Another run, this time McCaffrey. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
False start. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 1st down.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime, they just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Fights through at the 5. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deion Sanders with 1 second remaining. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.